So, Paige Bueckers played last night in a game for UConn where they were really poor. They were really poor. And look, they won comfortably enough against Holy Cross. But man, this isn't even Holy Cross of last year. Holy Cross were decent last year. Had Breanna Power Cassidy. They had a few players. They made the tournament. You know what? They put it up to Iowa last year. But like, they were 100 times better last year. And they struggled against Holy Cross. And a big reason for why they struggled in that game was Paige Bueckers. It was Paige Bueckers. And they still won. And there's a big flaw with Paige Bueckers' game. And by the way, this is not saying Paige Bueckers isn't going to walk into the WNBA as an all-star. But this is the difference between Paige Bueckers being an all-star and being the best guard in the WNBA. And I mean that because, as much as people call me crazy, Paige Bueckers has literally no flaw to her game skill-wise. She can go left, she can go right, she can shoot from 3, she can shoot from 2, she can pull up from mid, she can stop on a dime, she has handles, she can pass. Like, she has less flaws. But the relentless motor is what separates Caitlin Clark from every other guard in the WNBA. And that is the one thing Paige lacks. But before we get on to it, we're doing Hoopsmas. We're uploading 5 videos every single day. Obviously, we're a little bit late today, so I will be uploading quite late. I'm going to be uploading 6 videos today, no matter what. So I'll be up till 4 a.m. If you guys could subscribe, be greatly appreciated. I just dragged the wrong thing away. If you guys could subscribe, be greatly appreciated. And also, we are trying to hit 39.5k by the end of the day. We're only 3 subscribers off. That would be absolutely incredible if we could do that. But Paige really struggled last night. Like, if you want to look at the box score of this game, like, Paige has been brilliant this year, by the way. But this is where a lot of the skepticism of Paige Bueckers, and it's not skepticism of Paige Bueckers as an all-star. It is skepticism of Paige Bueckers that she's not going to be transcendently good. I think she is a generational talent. Like, very much, let's repeat, talent. She's a generational talent. She is, at the minute, not performing at a generational level. She has that ability to do that. It's just, it's a mentality shift. And in this game, in the first half, she was horrific. And in the entire game, she shot the ball, I think, 9 times. And a lot of people would say, oh, she shot it 9 times. It was against bad competition. Against good competition, she plays better. But she got double teamed every time she caught the ball. And she was perfectly happy giving the ball to her teammates. And I don't mean like using her gravity to her advantage. She was perfectly happy. I'm going to get double teamed and I'm being face guarded. So I'm just going to stand in the corner and not even try. Not even try to get the ball. I'm going to stand in the corner and do nothing. And it is the one flaw in Paige Bueckers' game. Genuinely. I think Paige Bueckers is a near flawless basketball player. She has got one very evident flaw that everyone can see if you watch Paige Bueckers play. And she has one big flaw, and it is the inability to mentally just, it's that motor, it's that drive. It's that I don't care if I miss 3 shots in a row, I'm going to make the 4th. With Paige Bueckers, it's almost like she's thinking in her head, this isn't a good shot. This isn't a good play. Make the right play. And sometimes, as a star, the right play is you. The right play is you calling your own number. And you can hear that Gino Auriemma is wanting her to do a bit more of that. And I don't know if it's Gino that's coached it out of her. I don't know if it's her listening to what people are saying about Caitlin Clark and her not wanting to do that. Like, I genuinely don't know what the reason for it is. Because maybe it got coached out of her. Maybe she just has it in her head. It has to be efficient. Whatever is happening, it is turned Paige Bueckers into just another really good guard. When the reality is that Paige should be the no-brainer number 1 overall pick. And should it be the most hyped player in all these years. And the reality is, I'm not joking when I say this. If Flaw J. Johnson declares for the WNBA draft, there is no guarantee Paige Bueckers goes number 1. And I mean that. Flaw J is 2 years younger than Paige. there is absolutely no guarantee if Flaw J. Johnson goes for the draft that Paige Bueckers is the first pick. Otherwise, yes, there's a guarantee. Paige is a lot better than Olivia Miles. Paige is a lot better than Kiki Iriafen. Paige is a much bigger name. She's going to put butts in seats. And the Dallas Wings have basically got a lot of money basically on Paige Bueckers being there. But if Flaw J comes out, she's as popular, as big a name. And if Paige Bueckers does not fix the mentality, she is going to defer to Arike Ogunbowale every play as a wing. She's just going to be another player. She's going to be an efficient player. She's going to be a 40% from 3, solid from 2 player. But the WNBA and pros, and all pro basketball, every team, it's full of dogs. It's full of dogs. It's full of players that were the best at every level they played at, and they got that confidence. They know they're the best. Whereas Paige Bueckers is the best, and she plays almost like she doesn't know it. You are Paige Bueckers, you are allowed to take some bad shots. You are allowed to take over a game, especially in the first half when your team is really struggling. Yes, they won the end, but your team is really struggling. You're almost losing to Holy Cross. And again, this is not a good Holy Cross team. This is not even last year's Holy Cross team where they made the tournament. And they won was the Patriot League? They won the Patriot League comfortably last year. This is a Holy Cross team with no Breanna Power Cassidy. This is a Holy Cross team that should not be able to hang with you. And with them hanging with you, there are times in a game, no matter how efficient you are, you've got to take over. You got to be willing to make the shot, and you got to be willing to miss the shot. And that's the biggest issue with Paige Bueckers, is she's not willing to miss the shot. If you guys don't understand what I mean. When the going gets tough, your stars have to step up. They have to be willing to shoot it, make or miss. And if they miss it, they have to be willing to shoot the next one. And if they miss that, they have to be willing to shoot the next one. And if they miss that, maybe pass. But they have to be willing to take the shot. Or heck, even make the right play, as in draw a defender and kick. But you have to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive as a player, and Paige Bueckers isn't. Paige Bueckers has all the skill in the world. She's all the ability in the world. Paige Bueckers has more natural ability than Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's work ethic is greater. Caitlin Clark's aggression is greater. She plays with a higher motor, and she is a psycho. In the best way possible, she's a psycho. Paige Bueckers is just an ultra-talented, really good basketball player. And that's got to click with her if she's going to be a superstar at the pro level. Because if you are timid, if you are soft, if you are not aggressive, if you don't have that drive, and if you don't have that confidence in yourself to take a bad shot, you're going to be found out at the next level. And Paige Bueckers has potential to go down as one of the greatest WNBA players of all time. But if she goes in with this mentality, as good as she is, she's just going to be a really good player. The mentality of Paige is the difference between her being a really good player and one of the greatest ever. If she can figure that out, because she had it in high school. She had it when she was in high school. Something changed, and if she can figure it out, it should be great. If she can't, I don't know. See you guys.